Hey, how's everyone doing there tonight? This is Undead Nightmare 24, back with a video, and this video will be for a review on a film I just watched. Um, it was requested for me to review by Sean Blue Digital, so Sean, I am going to go over this movie, and it is from Arrow Video. It's 1986's The Wind, and it's directed by Nico Masterakis. I hope I said that name right. And he also directed The Zero Boys and Island of Death. And it stars, our main character is Sean, played by Meg Foster, and she's famous for a lot of movies, but the one I recognize her from is They Live. And also it stars Wings Hauser as Phil, and he's in some films too. The one I recognize him from is Tales from the Hood. And it also stars another guy, Kessner, and he's at the top right here, as you can see. And he's famous for a lot of movies, but the one I recognize him also is Life Force. Yeah, this is a 1986 kind of. It's a slasher element, and it has like it's kind of a murder mystery as well. And just to get into this film, it's our main character is Sean, played by Meg Foster. She's this pretty much author who writes murder mystery books, and she's pretty much tired of the city life. She's been living in California, and she wants to go to another area and experience something else. She's got bored there, so she ends up traveling to Greece, to this village that's isolated on an island, so she could get her mind right to write this murder mystery book where she's writing. And she ends up pretty much in this island on a little vacation to write this book. And the island is right off the ocean, and it does have like, the landlord pretty much warns her that it has strong winds that come in at night and throughout the day, and for her not to really be out at night because those winds are pretty strong and she could get hurt. So she's pretty much secluded in that house at nighttime by the weather. And then while she's writing one of her stories, she ends up witnessing a murder, and it is Phil that Phil the she sees Phil. He's kind of like the handyman around there, kind of this weird guy that's creeping around everywhere, and she witnesses him killing the landlord, and he ends up, I don't know if realizing she saw him. Pretty much he knows she saw him burying the body, so he pretty much wants to play like a cat and mouse game with her. They're secluded in the island, and she's trapped from going outside by the high winds, and also inside she's pretty much trapped by this killer Phil, who's stalking her throughout the house. And he has these kind of like shortcuts where he could get through the houses, through the walls and all this. So she's pretty much battling him. But she's what I liked about her character, she's pretty tough, man. She's not one of those let back girls. She's smart, and she writes a lot of murder mystery books, so she knows stories and what to do. And she's a tough one to fight back, and it does have this cat and mouse game with them throughout the house and the island. And yeah, it's a pretty solid slasher. It's not the best one, but I enjoyed it for what it was. It's just, like I said, a solid slasher. And it if you like if you're like expecting a lot of gore, this movie ain't for you. It's not gonna have that much gore. It does get slow paced at times, and also it doesn't have a high kill body count. So if you're looking for those, this definitely ain't for you. But what it does work with is the atmosphere. It has a great atmospheric feel to it, and like a secluded island, like I said. And the atmosphere is great in this, and that's where it takes its other toll. And it is kind of like a chess game between the final girl and the killer, which goes back and forth. But yeah, overall, I'd give this film about a 3 out of 5. It's solid. Is it great? No. Is it worth the watch? Yes. So this is 1986, The Win. I would recommend giving it a watch. So this is Undead Nightmare 24. I would appreciate a like and subscribe. Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe. Comment as well if you'd like. And everybody keep it horror. Peace.
For Sean Anderson, life has always been a challenging game, full of surprises, twists, and unexpected endings.
Just promise me that you won't be nosy and that you'll stay out of trouble this time.
Well, being in the wrong place at the worst possible time is in my blood.
Sean makes her living writing about murder.
I'm into mystery. Murder.
So am I.
I'm afraid I haven't read your books.
She has carefully picked the location for her new book, a desolate, deserted, 2,000-year-old city.
Do you believe in ghosts, dear girl?
I've never seen one.
Neither have I. But at times like this, I feel them passing by.
From her rear window, she witnesses a murder. A real one.
Brilliant move, dummy. Mr. Appleby, I think he's dead.
At night, the wind comes. A vicious, merciless killer wind.
The wind can be very dangerous at this time of the year.
You can't run. You can't go out. You can't hide. And you can't stay inside.
Wind's died! So will you, Anderson! Miss Anderson? Anybody home? Why don't you just try to relax, Mrs. Anderson? You're safe now.
Famous last words.
How about this wind, huh? If I were you, I wouldn't go out in it because it can be a killer.
Meg Foster, Wings Hauser, Robert Morley, David McCullum, Steve Railsback. The wind will blow your mind. From Nico Mastarakis and Omega Pictures.